Kevin's problem is that Kevin ended up getting with this girl. She made herself very available to him. She was very disrespectful to me.
We all know Wendy Williams as the Queen of Shade, and it seems that once she found out that her longtime mistress, Sharina Hudson, had dumped her husband Ken Hunter, the former TV host couldn't help but make a sassy comment. It looks like this will be the first tea she spills during her epic comeback. Wendy Williams has been spotted out in public recently with her son, and it appears that our gossip queen is glowing with family support. Her time away from the drama of her marriage seemed to have served her well, because sources close to her say she's ready to reclaim her throne on daytime TV. She will begin by humiliating her ex-husband Kevin Hunter and his boo Sharon.
I'm a fair game player and a straight shooter.
The fact that Kevin and Sharina's affair has officially ended, Wendy doesn't see why she should remain silent, especially in light of the fact that she has known about them for years. In her numerous post-divorce interviews, Wendy has hinted that she chose Kevin because he could provide her with the lavish lifestyle she had been dreaming of. And ever since the divorce, she has been working to reveal Sharon's true nature.
She was one of these, less than smart women who moved to the big city with bright lights. And she wanted to be a mom.
Shara's dreams seemed to come true the moment Kevin Hunter set his eyes on her, giving him an exciting escape from the dull routine of his marriage with Wendy. While Kevin found a break from all work, no play, Wendy, upon discovering that her husband had started a family with someone else, made the tough decision to end their marriage. Though splitting was incredibly difficult, Wendy chose to prioritize her health and well-being. In a shocking twist, Kevin was eager to build a new family with Sharina, leaving Wendy to deal with the aftermath. Yet Wendy was the first to see through Sharina's motives, realizing she was only staying for the money.
Look, see that guy right there? He's got money. See, because I knew the same.
Kevin was more than ready to take the bait, determined to keep this young woman in his life by showering her with lavish gifts beyond her wildest dreams, designer bags, luxury restaurants, and even cars. Wendy's cheating husband showed no shame and spared no expense to make his mistress happy. How else can you explain Sharina Hudson stepping out of a brand new gold Ferrari she could never afford on her own? For Kevin, this affair was a breath of fresh air, a chance to play the role of the wealthy provider, something he felt was impossible with Wendy. Trying to prove his manhood, Kevin went to unimaginable lengths, funding Sharina's business ventures and even calling her his soulmate. But Kevin's foolishness didn't stop there. He genuinely believed in Sharina's feelings for him, tossing aside 25 years of marriage to Wendy in the process.
People fall in love and out of love every day, for whatever reason.
Wendy tolerated Kevin's affair, even knowing he was spending her money on Sharina and showering her with gifts, hoping it would eventually end. However, her hopes were dashed in 2019 when she discovered that Sharina was pregnant with Kevin's child. The betrayal was too much for Wendy, and she filed for divorce without hesitation. Deep down, she knew that the only thing holding Kevin and Sharina together was Wendy's money. As the TD diva confessed, she was financially independent and thriving in her career, and she no longer needed Kevin, especially with a baby on the way.
I didn't even go back and forth with, do we stay? Maybe there's a marriage counseling or something. No.
Wendy was financially strong on her own and wanted Sharina to discover the truth about Kevin's financial situation. That's why she agreed to pay him alimony, effectively making him dependent on her support. Wendy's strategy proved to be spot on. When the money stopped flowing, Kevin revealed his true colors. No longer the successful hustler and producer, he exposed himself as a man deeply reliant on his wife's financial support. Desperate to maintain his lifestyle, Kevin petitioned the judge to reinstate alimony, pleading, "I cannot pay my bills or sustain my day-to-day living." It was no surprise that Sharina quickly packed her bags and left him. In the end, Kevin was left in debt, with nothing in his pocket. Wendy knew all along that Sharina's true motive was his wealth, and living a mundane life with an office job and bills was never part of her plan.
I just felt like this wasn't for me, that, I was eating a different life.
Wendy is back with a vengeance, plotting her sweet revenge as she watches Kevin and Sharina suffer financial hardship. Many fans have predicted this outcome, with some commenting that Sharina was left with nothing, and whatever she did have was actually funded by Kevin while he was still married to Wendy. One user pointed out, he bought that woman a home while married to Wendy. So that's one for Wendy's house, while another added, "Of course they went broke. They have no jobs or source of income. I'd be laughing all the way to the bank." It turned out to be the best decision of Wendy's life. After signing the divorce papers, she emerged more confident, finally closing the painful chapter of her life with Kevin Hunter and his mistress. The only thing left was to wait for the right moment to savor her full satisfaction, which arrived when Sharina dumped Kevin.
I've talked about it all on TV and radio.
Yeah.
There is so much more to the story.
Kevin was blinded by love, but everyone quickly saw Sharina's true colors. Her greed became evident when she began shading Wendy, accusing her of exploiting her divorce story and tarnishing her reputation. Wendy's messy divorce was a major topic for years, even turning into a documentary titled *What a Mess*, a fitting description of her tumultuous experience. It's no wonder Sharina became defensive and combative, especially after Wendy called her out live on her daytime show. Hudson turned into one of the most reviled figures in America, with people scrutinizing her every move, eagerly waiting for her to leave Kevin so they could start pointing fingers and hurling insults. Wendy didn't shy away from admitting that she welcomed the publicity, making it clear she wanted Sharina to be exposed.
This is a circumstance that I've created for myself.
At the same time, Wendy had to focus on her own health. The divorce had worsened her health issues and increased her alcohol consumption, pushing her to the brink of collapse. However, despite the grim prognosis, Wendy proved to be stronger than her enemies anticipated. Recently, she was spotted in public looking like her old self, spending time with her son. Things are looking up for the TV diva, and she's back to taking aim at those who wronged her, including Kevin and Sharina. The backlash from the documentary was just the beginning of their troubles. Now, as financial problems hit them like an avalanche, forcing Kevin to sell his only property, Wendy is adding fuel to the fire. She points out that Sharina couldn't even stay to prove her love for Kevin, suggesting she was only after his money.
I want for people to learn life lessons out of it.
Wendy seems satisfied to witness the end of this tumultuous love affair. Things are looking up for her as she's surrounded by family and has moved to Florida to be with her son. Despite the divorce taking a toll on her health and putting her career on hold, Wendy wants the world to learn from her experience. Most importantly, she wants Kevin to recognize how foolish he was for choosing to be with Sharina. Public opinion is divided. One social media user remarked, "As I said after watching her docuseries, Wendy is playing a role to get back at Kevin and his mistress. She's not stupid." Another added, "The past should be left behind. Wendy, you gave him the green light for the affair. Now move on and let it go." It will be interesting to see how this situation unfolds. Wendy is back seeking revenge for the pain and humiliation she endured. Will she succeed in bringing down these two leeches in court? How will it impact the couple? Share your thoughts in the comments below and check out my other videos for more updates on this dramatic story.